the
Okay,
audience
Dwibs.
will
So
get to
okay,
see any
Dwibs.
of our
So now that you're watching,
behind-the-scenes hijinks.
okay, Dwibs. So now that you're watching this right here with us on this website, can I count on you to watch the movies with us on this website? See, this website is fine.
Yeah, all right.
Cool, cool. That means I can trust
Unless
him
I have
now.
a DVD copy, and in that case, I won't.
Sure,
have any
sure.
Fair.
But we'll use this site as a last resort.
Okay.
That
Alright.
reminds me. Shoot, what was I going to say on something? So, oh yeah, that means I can also get him on that site where we see Transformers Prime as well. But
Well,
without further ado, let's get to work.
No more delays, please. Let's
Yes.
just.
Let's
Yeah.
get this
I'm
done.
sorry if I come off as agitated, but
Come on, let's
Yeah, we
do
have-
this. I've got so many fun stuff planned for after this movie to make us feel better. Let's go.
Alright, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
so we click when you say click.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1, click. Whose idea was this?
Mine?
Actually, it was kind of yours, Jova.
And I supported him, though. I'll admit that.
True. Then again,
You're
we're
an
also apparently looking at Maleficent eventually.
That's out on DVD in October, I think.
Actually, like I said before, Dwibs, the DVD has already been leaked, and the Blu-ray too.
Yep.
So it's already on the internet for people to watch and download.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let's just
Companies
hope
are
this
so much
movie
more
isn't in...
lenient these days.
I'm just hoping this movie isn't in Russian.
Don't worry, it's
No. We won't have any more repeats of that fluke.
don't worry.
So, audience, in case you're wondering what we're watching, it's The Last Airbender from
Yeah.
2010.
You know, I've actually got an idea for these commentaries, since, you know, we obviously can't upload the whole movie up with this, lest we risk having our new channel go down like our old channel did. Instead, I'll just probably air a video with some stills from the movie around where we're commentating on. You know, to sort of give the audience something of a good idea.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a good program for capturing stills?
Media Player Classic.
That can capture stills?
Yes, it can.
Oh,
Really?
audience,
You'll have to
let's...
tell me how to do that later.
Sorry, audience,
File, save image.
audience,
File,
if this
save
looks
image.
familiar, audience, if this looks familiar to you, Shyamalan and to an extent James Newton Howard, who's doing the music, are trying to recreate the feeling of the Star Wars opening
Oh,
crawl.
I get it. I have to play the video in Media Player Classic.
But here it's freaking boring.
Am I right?
Yes, you basically take a video,
Yes,
open it
this
with
is
Media Player
boring.
Classic, and then you go to File and press Save Image, and it will save a picture.
Book one, water.
They really thought they were going to make another two more of these.
I guess
Oh,
they
boy.
really did think because there's two others. Then again,
And now,
M. Night Shyamalan talks
and
about
now,
what's-
ladies and gentlemen, this is when I first watched this movie back in the theaters. This was the very first thing that stuck out to me. How fakey the fucking effects look.
Now, Pedro, just wondering, is this movie
And
the
this is
reason
from
you got
ILM.
into Avatar? You know, the original,
sorry, what?
the actual show.
My history of Avatar is this. I have before this movie came out, I already have heard of the show. I thought it was really awesome, but I never really bothered to actually watch it. But I watched this movie because I kind of find M. Night Shyamalan is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. I find his movies to be hilariously stupid, and so I watched this movie just because it was Shyamalan, and I remember back in 2010 in the theaters when I was watching it, oh my god, there's no way the cartoon can be like this. I mean, this has so much potential for awesome stuff. So I went and watched the cartoon because I was curious, and yeah, it's just like I thought.
Wow.
As someone
So
who's
sort of
not
similar
a
to
fan
how
of the
Doug-
series, going into this movie and hearing how bad it is really worrying me.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh,
You
good.
can tell they're nowhere near cold because you cannot see their breath.
Hey, I
You
have to
cannot-
say this. Hey, guys, who are we going to have play Sokka, the funny guy in the show? Oh, let's have the super serious guy from Twilight.
Sure.
Yeah, that's...
Jackson Rathbone,
Wait a
ladies
minute,
and
he's in
gentlemen.
here?
Yes, we have actors from
Jackson-
Twilight in this film, particularly the guy
Yes.
playing Sokka.
How old is this movie?
I should,
This movie
It's
is
4
4
years now.
4 years old.
okay,
Okay, so it's not that old.
so, guys, Soka,
No, it's Sokka.
And-
Don't pay this film any
it's Soka
respects.
in this film, so...
Okay.
So in this film...
Oh yeah, probably should
Sokka is
mention,
played
one of
by-
the many problems fans have with this is that for some reason it outright pronounces the characters' names a weird way. Now here's something that's rather insulting. When confronted about this, M. Night Shyamalan said, "Oh well, I'm paying homage to the actual Asian language." Now here's the main problem. He referred to it as Asian language, as in treating Asia like it's just a country instead of, oh, you know, an entire continent of different countries. He said that apparently yeah.
So let me get this straight. You saw something under the ice, and your first instinct was to
break it.
Break the ice because
and they're shocked as to why it's crackling around them.
I mean, come on, the show.
What language is this movie?
English.
No. What language are they insulting here?
They're insulting...
Since I don't know the series that well.
Okay,
they're insulting the language of common sense.
Okay, let me put it this way. He's insulting...
So which Asian language are they insulting?
He's insulting several, because he sort of lumped all of Asia together, because, you know, he apparently says that the show pronounced some of the names wrong, but actually, the names were actually pronounced correctly, just in a different dialect.
Oh, and of course, Shiroi, you might remember how these two characters are supposed to be, you know, of an Eskimo-like race, so they're supposed to have darker colored skin.
That was
and yet for some reason we get these two incredibly white actors because playing.
And it wouldn't be a problem, but their acting in this film is terrible.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing, Jova, here's my suggestion. Actually, Dwibs has got the right idea, because by calling them through their new made-up names, we're acknowledging that these are not the characters we love.
Yeah, you're right. I just hate it. Okay, I'll just say this. Before this film, I never really had live-action films that ever really ticked me off. I was actually okay with live-action films. Heck, I pretty much liked them. And then there was this film. I looked forward to it. I thought it looked amazing. Well, from the trailers anyway. That's what trailers are made for. I forget how old I was at the time, but yeah. The first film I came out of crying, trying to delude myself into thinking it was actually good.
So
wait, hang on,
basically, what to say,
guys,
this film is the reason I have a critical side and a cynical side now regarding certain things.
Where's Aang waking up and having fun with penguins?
It's not in here. No.
Instead we get this attempt at humour.
06 is where my cynical side came from.
My cynical side came when I first watched the Tom and Jerry movie.
Which one?
The first one. The very first one.
Is that the one with the little orphan girl and all that crap?
Yes.
You know, as a child, I actually really liked that movie.
Me too! I actually sort of...
This scene...
Yeah, I hate to say it, I actually sort of have...
Guys, sorry. This scene... I'm sorry to be commentating on the film here, but this scene would look bad in a middle school play.
It would.
You're not so upset? Not as much as I was.
Wow. That was despicably shortened down. Screw having a whole character development over Aang leaving his...
Oh, screw having fun.
That's just a little thing. Yeah. I first watched the Tom and Jerry movie when I was like 7, and I loved the shorts so much that I wanted to watch the movie. And the shorts were so completely unlike the shorts that even as a child, I hated that movie.
I hate to say it, I actually kind of liked that film, and because of that, I sort of have a bit of a soft spot for it. I'm not saying it's not bad, but yeah.
Oh boy. So, yeah. Well, at least one of these guards isn't stupid.
Yeah, apparently the Fire Nation for some reason is more Indian.
Yeah, aren't they like Japanese in the show?
Yes, they were. In fact, they were lighter colored than the waterbenders.
So let me get this.
Is Shyamalan trying to say his own culture is evil?
I see, so there are a lot of different races here.
But they're all the wrong races.
The races that should be Indian are white, and the races that should be white are Indian.
I mean, look.
Oh, look, there's one of the few only good actors in this film.
There's still crap in this, though.
Though, to be fair, you blame the direction and the...
True,
script.
I know.
Like, he was...
That's her grandma?
Oh, now you can see their breath.
Okay. Why couldn't you see their breath before?
Well, you could.
You
but
said
it looks,
earlier you
well,
can't tell that,
you could, but it
that
looks
they're
pretty-
cold because you couldn't see their breath.
Well,
Yeah.
you could, but it looked pretty fake.
Wait! Now we have Native Americans playing...
Okay,
Water
okay,
Tribe?
okay, Shyamalan. Okay, Shyamalan.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
Try,
At least. Oh yeah, this is the only smart guard in the entire movie. He realizes there's someone cloaked.
Yeah.
There we go. Well done. That's probably the only smart thing you're going to see in this whole film.
and it's not really that smart. But, okay.
Oh, wait, silly me. Now I remember. Of course, Film Directing 101. Only the main characters need to defy the actual source material's race.
I don't need to tell you anything.
Because seriously, everyone else of the Water Tribe is apparently Native American.
Okay, Shyamalan, if you're going to, change what the culture of the Southern Water Tribe, at least make it consistent. But no, some of them are Asian, and some of them are...
Probably a good time for me to
there's-
ask, Pedro, do you consider this another guilty pleasure, or do you actually see this as a straight-up bad film? Like I
Well,
do?
when I first saw it, without any prior knowledge of the show, I found this to be incredibly hilariously stupid. Because Shyamalan is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. I'm kind of used to this. I went into this knowing full well it was going to be horrible, so I wasn't...
So
But
hang on.
I guess after seeing
in
the
the
show,
show-
you sort of saw it for
sorry.
how bad it was.
No, I saw... Well,
Sorry,
how bad it
sorry,
was
sorry,
right
sorry,
from the
sorry,
get-go,
sorry,
so-
sorry, sorry.
I get
guys,
that, I get that. But I'm saying is like, well, seeing the show
I keep-
probably lowered your morale about it.
Guys.
Not so much.
Don't worry,
Okay.
Guys,
Dwibs, don't worry, Dwibs, just a moment.
Yeah, but I want to do it while the scene's still going on.
Wait,
There's something I really want to say. In the show, they had a bit of a bond of anger this time, so losing him was a bit of a blow to them. But here, they just treat him like he's some lost property.
Yeah. Because screw emotional depth.
is it sad that it almost sounds like we're transcripting what the nostalgia critic said about this film?
How old is that girl meant to be?
She's meant to be. She's 14 in the show, I think.
I thought she was...
Yeah.
Oh, I see, because I was going to say, like, her voice makes her sound older, but she looks very young.
Well,
And by the
Nicola
way,
Peltz was
and
like-
by the way, this actress Nicola Peltz, she went on to be the female sex object in Transformers 4, or Bayformers 4, if you prefer it.
Wow.
Well, to be fair, Michael Bay's a slightly better director than Shyamalan.
True.
Very
true.
Yeah. For as much as it hurts me to admit, yes.
Oh, hi,
At least
Hero.
Bay's films. And this is Sean Taub as Hero, another one of the few only good actors in this film.
Sean Taub. I don't
He-
know.
you know that-
He
He was in the first Iron Man.
yeah, I know. I mean, he's a good actor, but
remember
why
remember how funny and endearing Iroh was in the cartoon?
And how
Well,
wise.
fuck that. Now we have the most boring, lack of personality character you could ever imagine.
Oh.
Does he even, aside from that moment where he pulls fire out of his ass, or his...
Oh, wait,
like-
wait, hold on. Here's one of the more contradicting moments.
Oh yeah, well
Wait
they're
for it, wait
banking
for it.
on about the spirit.
Today, I found out that destiny. Did you see the
Okay,
Pedro's tattoo?
just let's be quiet for a moment because they're gonna go over the origins of the Avatar.
I believe they
Oh,
are
boy.
air-bending tattoos.
You believe they're airbending tattoos?
That little boy.
I believe.
What other kind of
I go,
tattoo...
wait a minute. Is it Avatar or Avatar? Make up your mind.
Question, is there any other culture in this world that has tattooed arrows on their head aside from Airbender? I don't think there are.
Made up the things you
So why would you have any
that
doubts?
exist nonetheless.
This
That's-
film might as well have been called I Believe.
Amazing forms.
Because they say that a lot in this film.
I believe I can airbend. I believe
I
I can...
believe I can fly. Oh wait, shit, yeah, I can.
These creatures is a spirit.
Oh, and here's where we completely contradict the idea behind the Avatar. You know how in the show the Avatar was supposed to be the bridge between spirits and human, and also supposed to be keeping peace between the countries? Well, yeah, and here apparently, the Avatar is just there to be there, pretty much just to be God. And apparently the reason that the Fire Nation became the evil people is because apparently they didn't want to follow the world order of apparently living in harmony and spirits and whatnot. So yeah, when you think about it, it almost makes the Fire Nation more sympathetic.
And we're not really supposed to sympathize with the bad guys, are we?
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. The Fire Nation are evil for not wanting to succumb to the ever-loving BS of spirits being all there is to really live for.
Oh, by the way, I just remembered.
Why am I supposed to hate the Fire Nation again?
Actually, Joe, you just reminded me of that of our Beyond commentary, where we fully admitted that we far prefer the Korean commander, who's at least funny, over Jody.
And you know what's funny also? It should be just a joke, but actually the Fire Nation people in this movie end up to be more charismatic than the actual heroes, especially Zuko and Iroh.
Yeah.
And to an extent, I forgot his name.
Asif Mandi.
Yeah, Asif Mandi, yeah. Who did he play?
Oh my god, he played Commander Zhao.
Why would they have a scripted comedian like that play Zhao? I mean, look.
It's such a waste too, because in my opinion, he's the best actor in this movie, because Asif Mandi is a brilliant comedic actor.
He could have played so many other characters, yet they limit him to Zhao. Zhao, really?
Asif Mandi is... Do you guys watch The Daily Show?
Yes.
He's... Oh my god, I love him.
He's brilliant. And yet, of all roles, they give him to a role as limiting as Zhao. I mean, I'm not saying Zhao can't be funny or awesome, but Zhao isn't really centered around what Asif Mandi sort of plays towards.
It's Asif Mandi playing Asif Mandi.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna have him play someone, have him play someone like
Boomy. We totally won't stop you escaping.
You know what would have been better? Having Asif Mandi play Boomy. Oh wait, that's right. Boomy's not in this movie. Come to think of it, a lot of other important...
Well, doesn't Boomy only appear in the second season, if I'm not mistaken?
No. Boomy was also in the first season.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. He's in the first season.
Here's the problem with trying to condense the plot of an entire season of Avatar to just 90 minutes. Say what you will, but almost every episode is important, including the characters mentioned in them, because they always end up coming back. Except for the Great Divide, but nobody likes that episode. And see, this...
Here's another thing. When he flies off, in the show, they actively try everything in their power to stop him getting away, but they just let him get away.
Dwibs, are you sure you haven't seen Nostalgia Critic or that...
Well, I have, it's just...
I know. It's pretty much unavoidable to bring up that problem.
Yep.
And also, what the hell did they do to Appa?
Oh, by the way, Joe, I just found maybe a good way that you can tolerate this movie a little more. Just keep thinking that it's not beyond two souls.
Hey, Shiroi, we've been hogging this commentary. Yep. You want to have some say in some things?
Well, it's like, because I haven't seen this, I'm somewhat watching it as well.
What are your thoughts so far, I guess, since we're at the beginning mark?
We're not even at the beginning mark. We're nearly like a third into this already, and like, it's really bad.
It's rushed as hell.
More exposition.
I know this wouldn't be perfect, but even I would think that they would have tried to take some time to at least try to give a good summary, but no, as right there, they just condensed Aang's entire origin.
I mean, from what I know, this is a really popular franchise, but then they've got a really crap movie out of it.
Yeah. You'd think they'd actually treat it with respect.
Yeah, and the actors of Aang and Katara have no chemistry whatsoever, which is in itself already the movie. Yeah, the whole series is pretty much shot in the ass.
It's like, this isn't an indie film or anything. They must have had a lot of budget for this.
No, it's 150 million this cost.
Yeah, and before someone out there in the audience tries to say, oh well, 160 million dollars is not that much. Well,
That's a lot of money.
Especially for 2010.
Inception had pretty much that exact same budget, and the special effects in Inception look amazing. So no, this is
And
just
it came out the same year.
Exactly. So
The thing is,
no.
you can have the money, but you have to use it correctly.
Oh, here comes the, in the show, this is a really heartbreaking moment. Guess what it's like here?
Shiroi, since you haven't seen the show,
This
you
is
take
actually
a
one of
guess.
this is actually one of the funniest moments for me.
I'm guessing it's gonna be like a dubbed version of any anime, and just like all the emotion is sucked out of it.
Yeah.
Not all dubs are like that, come on.
Well, a lot of them are.
Okay, allow me to introduce something that I would like to think about.
I don't want to bring up Sailor Moon again, but goddamn it.
Oh, Sailor Moon.
The name of the actor.
By all
the name of
means, it
the
sounds like we should eventually do a commentary on that.
The actor.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Whoa.
Ew. So what are you saying, Pedro?
The actor playing Aang is called Noah Ringer.
Noah Ringer.
And he has this thing where he does this sad face, and it's really stupid and funny. He was just doing it a few moments ago, but yeah.
Hey, Monkey Otso,
Oh, yeah.
he's black.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Noah
my god!
Ringer.
Oh my god, backstory that's actually being told for a flashback instead of our exposition.
Why is he black?
Oh, apparently...
Sorry, I probably
that-
shouldn't be going on to that.
Sorry, apparently, Noah Ringer, yeah. He was trained in some form of martial arts, but he had no acting experience whatsoever, so he had to have acting lessons, and he must have got the worst acting teacher ever.
Imagine me, back in 2010, watching this movie without any prior knowledge of the show. Immediately I went, what the fuck? What the hell just happened? Why did his eyes suddenly... What?
And what's this place?
I'm guessing it's supposed to be the spirit world, but they never really explained that it's the spirit world, so...
Pre-warning, don't expect to see any of the previous incarnations of the Avatar in this film.
No. Well, you do take a look at Avatar Kyoto's...
But that's only a statue, isn't it?
True. Never-ending story. I mean, look at this. It's pretty much ripping off a scene from Never-ending Story.
We could do this together! I'm acting! Jesus Christ, and we're only like 22 minutes into the film. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Making sure.
I'm just baffled by how nonsensical that was.
Yeah, audience, what's that you're not feeling right now from this
I
film?
can't take
Emotion?
that kid's face seriously.
Oh, here we go. Here's the best part of the film right here. Ladies and gentlemen, Asif Mandy, aka the pizza guy from Spider-Man 2.
And one of the correspondents from The Daily Show. John, I'm here from the fire division ship, and everything is going smoothly. I'm also having dinner with Prince Zuko and his uncle, and I'm going to humiliate him for the stupid shithead he is. Back to you, John.
More audience, if you love exposition, but also love it delivered
This is
in
the
a way
movie for you.
that has no emotion whatsoever, then this film's perfect.
I commend the Fire Lord's discipline. For example, it seems I need to remind Prince Zuko that during his banishment, he is an enemy of the Fire Nation and
What a
is
dick.
not allowed to wear the Fire Nation uniform. But we will let him wear it today, like a child wearing a costume.
Okay. I'll admit, that's like one of the very, 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 very few moments I got a little bit of a giggle out of me. Guys still there?
Yeah, we're here.
Yep.
Yeah, I know you concentrate
I'm
on
trying to
every...
listen to what he's saying, because
We were paying attention to what he's saying.
I know,
so-
I know. It's just every time I hear long silence, I keep thinking the call's about to cut off.
Yeah, true. But yeah, basically, I love the pauses. Like, first he goes, now he goes. And by the way, this is a classic Shyamalan technique, by the way, because he also did
Everyone suddenly needs a bathroom break in this movie.
This whole, you notice how Prince Zuko left and Hiro waited before it was his turn to leave? Well, this is kind of a Shyamalan thing, because he also did this in The Happening, but we'll get to that when we do The Happening.
Yeah, boy.
Random fight scene!
He's practicing.
Huh.
Okay, you wouldn't know that if you didn't watch the show, but yeah, apparently he's practicing. Oh, another thing we should mention is that the Fire Nation in this film, in the show, they were able to conjure fire at will, but here they have to use the fire around them.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
I don't know why it was done. Is it to make the Fire Nation more equal? Well, in that case, how did they conquer the world?
Why, are they normally, really powerful or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
How much does the Fire Nation control? A lot of villages in the Earth Kingdom, like around here.
I love how completely uninterested he sounded. It's like the actor, Noah Ringer, got bored of the movie, so...
Even he knew it sucked.
Oh, I love this line.
Ugh, that delivery.
Are you the Avatar on?
Oh, here comes...
Oh, and I love this part too.
Okay, this is another one of the very few scenes I got a giggle out of me. The line this guy says in a bit.
Shyamalan's incompetence in general is just hilarious to me.
He was bending tiny stones at us from behind a tree. It really hurt.
Okay.
Oh my god, you were so childish!
Last Airbender!
It really
Children
hurt.
throwing rocks at people!
It really hurt.
Anybody away.
That line. That,
Oh
okay.
god, that's a memory. Oh.
Threw rocks at me.
It
Really?
really hurt.
Nobody is taking anybody away.
Oh, and another thing. Remember how... remember how-
funny.
remember
Dwibs,
how-
it's funny. Laugh.
Because she's a girl. Ha 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 ha. Fuck you, Shyamalan. Also, remember how strong Katara was in the show? She's not here.
Like, she doesn't, she barely does anything. for us
She
making-
shoved someone.
Wow.
Oh, another thing. These guys are earthbenders. And, where are they imprisoned?
in the original show, they were imprisoned on a metal ship, so it made sense that they could not fight back, you know? But here, they're surrounded by Earth!
It's
I'm
like,
surprised.
it's like the person who directed this movie didn't watch the show themselves.
Apparently, Shyamalan's children, or at least his daughter, was a big fan of the show. And his, ironically
She
enough...
was probably absolutely disgusted when she saw this movie.
And another thing, his daughter's favourite character was Katara.
Hmm.
So could you imagine how upset she'd have been that her father treated her favourite character this way?
I honestly feel really sorry for Shyamalan's daughter. She must be picked on at school, probably.
Oh, and another difference. There's this bit here coming up.
Oh, wait, I love the acting here.
Of course there is.
Oh my god.
Extension of who you...
It's like
Oh,
he
and-
read the script for the first time, or it's on a teleprompter somewhere.
Yeah, another difference, that speech there, it was actually given by Katara in the show.
Yeah.
But because we can't
Okay,
have...
so what's happening in the movie is not new.
Well, no, it's been changed around a bit.
Yeah.
And there's another problem with the film. When Shyamalan films action, he wants to do it in one long take.
Yeah. This is an incredible example of how not to do an action scene. You never do action scenes on one shot. That's just no.
It's so boring.
I mean, look at. You'll see exactly what we mean in a moment. Okay, look at. Yeah, right now. I think it starts right now, yeah.
So
Yeah,
why do they want to kill him?
There are no edits at all. We're just moving the camera along, and no, it doesn't work. That's
Ow! I got hit by a pebble. It really hurts.
it's
But seriously,
complete.
why are they trying to kill this kid?
Oh, so now you're earthbending. Why weren't you doing this before? Like, ugh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, well, hold on. Probably the most hilarious thing in the movie coming right up.
This is the most infamous scene in the film.
The camera was just jittering for a second.
I think that's the penis here.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I kind of want to play some K-pop over that. It's so perfect.
Oh god.
Yeah, another thing, in the show, it only took like one earthbender to lift a giant rock, but here it takes like 6 of them to lift a pebble.
You know, here's one thing you have to admit, Dwibs. There is one aspect where Shyamalan is definitely a legendary filmmaker. Every single time he makes a film, it's always worse than the last. Like, and it's been like, and he's been pretty, like, so it only makes me wonder what kind of new abomination he's going to get released next.
He did After Earth after this.
Yeah, After Earth was actually, believe it or not, I actually found it even worse than this film. I mean...
He took Will Smith and made him boring.
Not only that, but, well, we'll get to that when we get to After Earth.
Oh no! I'm sorry, I keep forgetting these characters' names, but what did they do to you too?
Eh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not, I can't really recall a whole lot at the moment. And this scroll, didn't they have to... wasn't there an episode where they had to fight for this scroll?
Yes, but not, here it's handed to them. Avatar Kyoshi, that's it.
Oh, so there are other incarnations of the Avatar. Then why do you replace them with just some generic dragon?
Because...
Okay.
Oh, I love this part right here. Most epic close-up ever. Whoa! Noah! Personal space there.
Oh yeah, hang on. When they ask why he runs away...
I know, the camera is practically up his nose.
Okay, shh. He's like 12 years old. Why would he care about having a family?
Hold on.
He's a child. He should be thinking, oh my god, I'm this amazing, all-powerful person. Sweet.
No, not only that, but that was not in the show. The Avatar could totally have a family. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
In the show, it was because he couldn't handle the responsibility.
Exactly, which makes sense. This one's just, what? No family? That was, what? Ugh.
He's 12. Why would he give a shit?
Oh, I also love that one. Was he honestly breaking this much for all the footage you had for that shot? Really? Yeah. Okay, audience, you know how he's... Oh, we should free these towns, Ang. Well, they never actually do that.
No.
so this scene was just a waste of your time.
All it did was show you...
That was a waste of development.
All it did was show you an epic close-up of Noah Ringa. But if there is another positive thing about this film is the music score that you're hearing there.
I actually find this one to be one of James
Newton Howard's.
James' weaker efforts, quite frankly. I don't really find this score to be all that memorable.
Although, to be fair, he is doing this film, isn't he?
True, but even his Lady in the Water score was pretty fantastic. But this one is just...
Well, to each their own.
I mean, have you ever listened to Lady in the Water score? Give it a try on YouTube. Trust me, it's awesome.
Bullshit.
Can you please, someone, get something right?
Yeah, in the show, Aang was a natural at waterbending. Hell, he's even better than Katara, but here he's useless.
Because he's a child, he has to be crap at everything, because that's how movies work.
I also love how Katara is doing her Tai Chi routine, and yet no water is rising, so she's basically just doing Tai Chi.
and apparently Nicola Peltz can't do martial arts worth crap.
And we're going to get even more of that later. John, you won't believe it. I was preparing an invasion with the rest of the Fire Nation, and we are also planning on taking down the waterbenders. Yeah. Back to you, John.
Oh, and another thing, guys, if you don't know who this individual is right now, the taller one, this guy is the main villain of the series.
The Fire King.
The Fire Lord, but...
Fire Lord, yeah, sorry.
Yes, this guy. And also, I don't know if any of you noticed it earlier, but there was a scene right after Zuko had lunch where he was looking at a picture of his family, and yet his father looked different in that picture than he does here.
Yep. Oh, and by the way, according to the page where we're watching this movie, Jesse McCartney was originally gonna play Zuko, but was
Jesse McCartney?
And he was replaced with Dev Patel as a consequence of scheduling conflicts.
I bet Jesse McCartney is
glad. I've not heard that name in a long time.
Jesse McCartney. The only thing I know about Jesse McCartney is that he was the voice of Roxas and Ventus in the Kingdom Hearts series. But aside from that, I don't really know him for anything else. So.
I think he
voices Roxas? Jesus Christ. Okay, Jesse McCartney was one, like, he basically kind of started off kind of sort of with Disney.
Oh, so that's why he ended up being Roxas.
Yeah, you know, like the Disney Channel kind of group. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's where he started from, but he did a lot of work with them.
Well, at least he's white, you know. Like, he fits the character in that regard. Dev Patel is horribly miscast here. You know, he has a good point, Zuko. Why don't you just settle down and live a quiet life? Hell, they actually did that in the show in season 2.
Yeah, they settled down. Was that episode where they just stayed in Ba Sing Se for a while?
Yeah.
But that wasn't until season 2. This is an adaptation of season 1.
True, but if they're gonna...
Were they going to have a movie based
on... Oh my god! And now, ladies and gentlemen, Zuko can't be bothered to do exposition for us, so he's gonna ask this kid to throw exposition at us. That's right, he deliberately called the kid up to him. Kid, deliver some exposition on why the Fire Lord's son was banished. Like, Laura, that's literally what's going on here. God, my God, this fucking writing.
Oh my God, actual emotion.
I'm not feeling anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's some attempt here at least. I can't say the same for the rest of the film.
True, but it's still...
Yeah, I know. Oh, great, more Tai Chi.
Yay.
Hang on, wait. This is Man of Tai Chi before Man of Tai Chi came out. Why did you just have Keanu Reeves direct it?
Why is the water not moving?
Just have Keanu Reeves direct it if you're going to do Tai Chi.
Why is the water not moving?
Because they ran out of budget. And suddenly Aang wants to fuck off and go to that random...
Oh, and he's doing the Noah place again. That sad place that's really funny. And Sokka just goes along with it.
Another spiritual place?
No. Angus to go there? He was talking to this dragon spirit. And the dragon spirit told him that the airbenders were there. Therefore, it must be true.
And more random arm flail. Okay, guys. Another thing I should explain. In the show, depending on what element you're bending, we do these swift or elegant movements, and then it will instantly bend if you do it right. But here they just do random arm flailing around, hope something happens.
Yeah, but in the show, the elements react to the movements. Like with the water elements, it reacts to your body in the way, and you have to move gracefully, to have the water, do what you want. With the rock element, you have to be hard, Like there was a moment I remember. In a recent Korra episode, for example, I remember one specific scene where Korra specifically stomps on the earth and boom, it causes a nerve-shattering move. So you have to be hard with rock elements.
Bye, guys. I'm gonna leave you here with no direction or anything.
But no, in here it's just Tai Chi. It has nothing, and the movements have nothing to do with what the elements are actually doing. It's just
also bye, guys. I'm just gonna leave you here with no idea of where to go.
Sure.
Ang's a dick.
Sure?
Ang's a dick. Ugh. Jova's not here.
No, Jovah's hasn't been here for a while. We're kind of on our own.
I wouldn't blame him. Oh, and here's random... oh my god. Oh, Appa, get away. And why does he sound so generic here?
Because he's generic.
They couldn't get D. Bradley Baker back for him?
No, apparently not.
I love his wide-eyed stare at him. Yes, my name is Og.
The temple kind of looks intact, Og.
Yeah, this has to be the most well-kept destroyed temple I've ever seen.
These are all the avatars. Look at how destroyed they are. Don't they look horrible? I mean, look at this.
Yeah, they look so wrecked. Oh, and but fuck that last life stuff learning about my past. We're gonna have more exposition to spew.
Yeah, he gave you a
Is
test.
someone choking in the commentary?
No. Someone choked. No.
Maybe it's coming from Jova. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, exposition.
This movie has a lot of that.
The exposition.
Every single line of dialogue is well. This might as well be might as well bring this up now. The main problem with the movie is this. And this is like my first reaction after watching it back in 2010, before I even watched the show. The very most basic main problem with this movie is that every single line of dialogue is exposition. So there's never any actual moment where the characters actually talk to one another. We gotta go here. We gotta do this.
So there's very little character interaction and character development.
There's no character interaction, period. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, we have to go here. We have to do this. The Fire Nation does this. The Fire Nation does... There's never actually a moment where the characters actually, talk like people.
Hell, I mean, I know, the Star Wars prequels did it better than this. Whether it was good or not is all down to you. It did it better than this.
It's like imagine if someone sat down and read all this you.
It's like the Wikipedia recap.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm a generic dragon person. Next up.
Shyamalan. Together with Pop and Neverending Story do it well. What made the wolf in Neverending Story intimidating is that we didn't actually get to see him for a while before he appeared.
And also, isn't the Hollywood motto "Show, don't tell"?
Okay, my video has sort of apparently stopped and whatnot from being paused so long.
Okay, go to 45 minutes.
You're not missing much.
Well, here, allow me to do a little recap of
Let
what
me
you
guess,
missed,
there's
Jova.
probably a part that... Let me guess, there's
exposition.
probably a part where you said, oh, it would have been so funny to hear Jova rage at this.
No.
Oh, you didn't?
We carried on without you.
Yeah.
We're like the Top Gear commentary team. We leave you behind.
Indeed! Well, hey, I guess... Did Shiroi have any input?
Jova, 45
Yes,
minutes.
I have had some input.
Are you at 45
I'm
minutes,
actually at
Jova?
46 minutes and 10 minutes because this video player is being stubborn with me.
Although I'm also
Okay,
trying
now
to
I'm
watch
at
the movie at the
45
same
minutes
time.
and 2 seconds. Now I'm at 45 minutes
Okay,
and 5 seconds.
hold on. Ow. Okay, there.
Like, I'm not enjoying this movie. Like,
Who would enjoy this movie unless you're looking for a laugh?
Well, I enjoyed it when I first watched it. I thought this is an actually
And
kind
now
of
you
interesting
rightfully
comedy.
hate it. As you should.
is it funnier or...
No, actually, Jova, I still kind of enjoyed this movie as an original comedy.
I'm sorry, I just
how can you
can't,
not laugh?
considering how much it insults me as an Airbender fan. As an Avatar The Last Airbender fan.
How much this film insulted me when I first saw it as just an average moviegoer.
Exactly. That too.
Okay, I should clarify. I didn't see this film in the cinema. I saw it like 3 years later on Netflix.
What is the actual target audience for this franchise? And I mean in terms of age.
Like 12 to 16, maybe.
All
ages.
Really. I mean, the show appeals to anyone that
Okay,
likes.
it looks like they're about to torture a child here.
They actually did do that in the
This
show, but it was actually better done. And again, everything was better done in the
This is
show. The show wasn't afraid to take
This
certain
is-
risks. No need we say any more
This
than
is the blue-
bloodbending.
That guy in
Wait,
blue.
it's my,
I'm sorry, what?
It's my cue, guys. It's my cue, guys. John, you wouldn't believe this. Turns out they screwed up and they let the Avatar go. I should really do something and punish these morons. Back to you, John.
Fools. That's all he has to say.
Sorry, Jova.
Yeah?
Bloodbending?
Yes, bloodbending. That's actually a thing.
Okay, then.
Could you imagine if they tried to adapt Core?
Oh no, trust me, Shiroi. The way bloodbending is introduced in the series, it's actually really fucking scary.
Yeah, I can imagine it being really, like, trigger-inducing.
Another long, boring tracking shot.
Man,
Yes.
I almost regret that I missed out on the earthbending scene.
Action.
Please tell me you guys ripped that one
Action.
asunder.
We did.
Yes, we did.
Don't worry. Okay, Shyamalan, action scenes 101. You need edits, because if you don't do that, then the action scene doesn't have pacing. It's
Hey,
just...
you know, speaking of the Earthbender prison scene, this is also a scene that's drastically changed. Instead, you see in the show, Aang was actually taken prisoner, and he was in a Fire Nation stronghold. Yet here, it's sort of on his own home turf with an Airbender temple. I mean, seriously, you're trying to hold the kid captive
notice
in,
that.
you know, a place that he's pretty much known since his life.
And now it's time for some Nino Kuni style platforming.
I'm
Welcome
sorry,
to-
what?
Welcome to our Nino Kuni commentary.
When did David Cage take over for it?
Yeah, actually, think about this, guys. A collaboration between M. Night Shyamalan and David
Hey,
Cage.
Pedro, how would you react to this? Quantic Dreams buying level 5.
Haunted Dream will not
I just
be able
want
to
to
buy
say,
level
what would your
5.
reaction
Level
be?
5 will let them go within the
Jova,
parameters
for that to happen, David Cage would have to actually know that level 5 exists, which I don't think he does. I mean, trust me, the things he says It clearly tells me that he doesn't know
What if that's what he
Musketeers
wants you to
exists.
think,
Oh,
though,
and,
just so that he'll be less
audience-
fan reception when he actually does buy it, if he does? I just want to know, what would your reaction be if he somehow managed to?
Audience.
I would personally plan a road trip to France, America, whatever the hell Quantic Dream is, and do a shooting.
Oh boy.
Audience, in case you wonder why we...
Hey, Pedro,
Audience.
Pedro,
Audience.
allow me to buy the gun.
Yes.
I'll supply the ammo.
Audience, in case you
I'll
wonder why
even
we
have
didn't
David
contact...
Cage's
I
name
will
engraved
do-
on them, too.
I would pull an Expendables 2 and
Audience, sorry, I'm trying to say, audience, in case you wonder why we didn't commentate over that action scene, it's boring.
We already said
John,
what needed to be said about it. The fact that they're trying to hold a kid captive in his own air temple.
John, I'm here in the temple where I'm trying to stop this blue spirit guy from trying to take the avatar from me, but unfortunately he outsmarted us. Back to you, John.
So I'm just going to let him take the avatar
Almost
away.
makes me ashamed that I haven't been able to pull my Jody Jova voice.
Don't worry, he'll get to do that when we get back to Beyond.
Yeah, we still have that to do.
Come on, Ang, off we go, and... Ow.
Okay.
No. No.
No.
No.
No.
No. Come on.
No one
Come on,
can
movie.
throw an
Come
arrow
on, movie.
with that
Come on, movie.
precision
Even the
from that
show
power.
at least acknowledged that the arrow pierced him. Come on, movie. You can't really try to tell us that the arrow did not pierce
I
his
love
skin.
this one. I love this one right here.
What the heck?
Well, hold on.
Oh no, we're the Fire Nation. We got defeated by fog.
John, over here in the temple, there's a really weird fog going on. This is a really weird phenomenon.
I can't see shit.
Seriously! Though, it's weird how the movie tries to be darker, and yet it never seems to acknowledge some of the actual stuff that, the show actually did acknowledge. Like...
Oh, by the way, Joe, I never got to do a little recap of what you missed while you were gone. Allow me. Exposition, and repeat that for like 45 minutes. There
And
you
also
go.
the repeated
You're
scenes of
caught
them
up.
apparently freeing the towns. Yeah, it's repeated over and over and over again.
And
by the way,
and here's
fun
another
fact.
problem. They tried... Sorry, can I say first?
Go
Hi,
ahead.
Cliff
They're
Curtis.
trying to do the Blofeld... They're trying to do the Blofeld thing here where he's hiding his face, but we know what he looks like already, so what's the point?
I know. Oh, I love this conversation because they're so shoot long. Let's count the pauses. 1, 2. Okay.
I fear that your son, not only incompetent,
I'll be counting the
Okay,
pauses.
seriously, how is Zhao able to warp back and forth from here to, hunting the Avatar?
Hold on.
Why Cliff Curtis?
1, 2, 3, 5.
Yes!
What?
A 5-second pause.
If it was some dramatic tension or something.
I really just don't understand it. I really just don't get it.
Every time a long pause comes up, we should just insert the 06 loading screens.
Yeah. It's kind of like in the room. It's interesting you mentioned that, Shiroi, because The Room is actually the first movie ever to have loading screens.
Wait a minute, the movie has loading screens?
There's some points in The Room where you're watching the movie and then all of a sudden it cuts to a shot of the city with some generic happy music going on, and then boom, cuts back to the actual movie. It's like the movie stopped to load.
Why? What's the point of that?
Because Tommy was so.
Exactly.
Oh, let's see. I'm just going to park my giant ship out in public. I'm obviously sure nobody will spot me out.
In the Fire Nation, no less. Oh no, something horrible's going to happen.
It's like, putting a spaceship or whatever outside in the public like that is basically the equivalent of when you're little and you're playing hide and seek and you hide behind a lamppost.
Oh, well, that's subtle.
It's
You gotta love how one of Shyamalan's...
What the heck?
Okay, I had to decide to cut some...
Oh, sorry, we're in the North Pole.
I can only wonder what Shyamalan
our
is thinking.
scene from Pirates in the Caribbean.
Seriously.
I gotta
Oh, yeah,
love,
speaking...
gotta love how Shyamalan's messed up priorities. Okay, I gotta cut some stuff because I can't possibly fit all of it in one movie. What thing should I cut? Oh, I don't know. I'll cut the romance between Anna
And the
Katara.
Kyoshi
I'm sure that's
Warriors.
unimportant.
Yeah, he cut out the Kyoshi Warriors. He also cut out Jet as well. Yeah, that was apparently a thing. He cut out Jet. And yes, apparently King Boomy was also cut out. At this point, we're sort of seeing a running... We're seeing a lot of things consistent with that, aren't we, people? Characters that appear in Book 1 and would be very important come Book 2 are not shown here. Apparently M. Night Shyamalan thinks that he'll have no problem just introducing them on the spot in the second film. You know, I mean, never mind the fact that the Kyoshi Warriors actually had something to do with it. I mean, come on.
I actually think Shyamalan's kind of lucky this film didn't do as well as Paramount hoped, because now you won't have to try and explain why in part 2 these random characters keep coming up.
They actually did, and they did actually go to Kyoshi Island. They saw the Kyoshi statue, and since the Kyoshi Warriors...
Oh, wait, here we go.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, Ray! Penis head!
Wow!
Oh, fun fact, the actress playing Princess Yue here,
Okay,
what the hell is on her head?
A penis.
she eventually ended up in Legends of Korra.
she has penis hair. Shiroi.
And she's in Legend of Korra as well. It's like she wanted to redeem herself or something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Who'd she play in Legend of Korra?
I don't know. I only know she was in that show.
Ah, Legend of Korra. That's
Someone
going
in
to
the
be
comments.
so much... Legend of Korra is going to be so much fun when we get to commentate on that.
Someone tell me in the comments, please.
What,
Thank
about
you.
why Legend of Korra is going to be so much fun to commentate on?
No. Who she plays in Korra?
Oh.
I'll look it up.
No, don't look it up. You'll be desynced.
No, he won't.
Multiple
tabs.
I can do it. Multitasking.
Dwibs, multiple tabs. Oh, Paco.
Hang on, wasn't
We're not living in the 90s anymore.
Oh, Shiroi. Speaking of living in the 90s, Shiroi, at this point there was actually a cool whole subplot about how Katara actually got a whole women's right thing going.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
So
How come there's no fight?
Yeah, there was actually this whole subplot about how women weren't supposed to...
Oh, she plays Azami.
I see.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Guys, bear in mind, I haven't watched Legend of Korra.
Don't worry, Dwibs. Don't worry, Dwibs. Don't worry.
She's one of the.
We'll commentate on those eventually.
Basically, she's the coolest female character in the show.
And yes, she's
cooler than Korra.
Yeah, but they kind of ruined that.
Pedro, don't ruin it for them. We'll show it to them eventually, and we'll be able to have a nice, good laugh, especially when we get to Book 2.
Ugh, I hate Book 2 so much.
Who doesn't hate Book 2? I just love Book... I will love Book 2 for one thing, though. Expo-Lin!
In terms of me and Korra, I'm just waiting till the series as a whole comes to an end. Unless the finale sucks balls, in which case, no.
Honestly, at this point, when the hell are they actually going to finish Korra? I mean, we're going for the
outstanding.
I know, but it's kind of taking a little too long to finish. Like 4 seasons.
Actually,
really?
I think the 4th one's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, I know. The 4th one's coming out later this year. I think part of the reason it's going a bit slower, I guess it feels slower, is because it's each a mini-season. I consider it a mini-season. Seriously. Legend of Korra was originally supposed to be its own big, nice new series. And then did some idiot lowered it to a mini-series.
Hold on, Joe. I gotta bring this up. Hey guys, remember how in the show the water bending master actually had a backstory. It had something to do with the guitar. There was a really awesome duel with the guitar in him. Well,
Let me guess. No backstory here whatsoever.
No. No.
No, instead we get boring training.
Training montage.
Okay, guys, let's throw the CGI at each other. CGI ball.
And again, I know they had to. I know this was like one of those things where they had to use CGI because how are you going to make?
Oh, there were ways they could have actually done this right. Look.
But here it's just awful.
Yeah. I cannot stand the excuse of, it's CGI, so it's going to suck. No, there are people who actually can do CGI used right.
Has anyone here...
I'm sorry, look at Philosopher's Stone. By this point, that was a really old movie.
Heck.
Not only
it looks
that.
like Blindside better than this.
Actually, SG, I don't think the troll hasn't aged all that well, but yeah.
Well, what about Chamber of Secrets? That is CGI. And that still looks good.
Not only that. Not only that. But has anyone here ever seen Ang Lee's The Life of Pi?
No.
No.
Dang, I guess you're on your own here, Pedro.
I'll explain it then. Most of the time in that movie, the tiger is fully CGI, and honestly, if they actually came out and told me it was a real tiger, I would have believed it.
I mean, heck, James said...
I thought it was real.
Yeah, James Cameron could do pretty good CGI as well.
I mean, yeah, sure. I know the troll hasn't aged well, but I mean, the movie at the time still looked better than this, and this movie was made only 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Philosopher's Stone came out in 2001.
Your son died in that battle, didn't he?
Wow.
It's
like, oh yeah, didn't your kid die?
I love how he brings that out of
Seriously, I mean, come on. In the show, it was Iroh himself who brought up what happened to his son. And even then, that was later expanded upon. But not here.
Guys, remember, these two are meant to be in love, so guess what? This is the only scene in which these two are together on their own.
John, you should have been there. I brought up his dead son out of the blue, and he was just speechless.
Back to
you, John.
And if you were expecting some dialogue between the two that tries to at least tell us or show us that they're in love with each other, nope. Exposition.
Considering what happens, I must say something.
Jodie and what's his name?
Ryan.
Yeah, that's it.
It's sad that I actually like Ryan better than Jodie still.
Their names don't even deserve to be remembered.
But yeah.
Well, to be fair, the romance in this movie is still better than the romance in Inigo Prophecy.
Still better than Twilight.
It's just not explained.
Let's just go.
There's a better love story than Twilight. Ha ha ha, get it? Because Jackson Rathbone's in both films.
And you know what? This actually went up against the third Twilight movie.
Yeah.
And in some places it's... And you know what? This is one of
the sad part. That's the sad thing, because I saw both movies back in 2010 when they came out. So I was, and yet, yes, Eclipse is the better movie.
And yet this one made more money than Eclipse. One of the few times when I was actually rooting for a Twilight movie.
Mr. Shyamalan, when you release a movie, when the Twilight film wasn't the worst film released this week, you need to rethink your profession.
I know, seriously. People were saying it was worse than Twilight. People were...
Shyamalan, you're being outdone by Twilight. It's time to call
what? I wonder if we should actually do commentaries over the interviews that... Because there's this video that actually shows interviews of people before and after watching the movie Last Airbender. And there are several who say, yeah, this was worse than Twilight. He just say it without any hesitation whatsoever. No regret.
Again, to be fair, they had those memories of loving the show being completely torn apart in just 90 minutes.
These were people who didn't even know about the show.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're like me, just thought it was a crap film.
Yes, that was actually a lot of people. Roger Ebert, for one.
Yeah. So hang on, let me get this straight. It's really hard for me to fathom. The previous year, Paramount released the Star Trek reboot. Yet the following year they do this.
You know, I guess that the fair...
Okay. Why,
Oh look,
again,
ashes!
I gotta ask, why was there nothing happening?
React!
They were just
React,
doing...
you two! React! Dang it! Why are we all of a sudden in Rome, Water Tribe Edition, by the way some of those people are dressed?
Okay, when, granted I haven't seen it in a bit, but I'm pretty sure doesn't start to rain ash everywhere the Fire Nation goes. That's
Yeah, you're right actually. In fact, it only rained ash twice. Grant,
like
I will say...
imagine if everywhere I went, coal started raining. Like,
to be fair, Pedro, it only really happens, I guess, in the northern and south poles. I guess because that's the steam from their ships, I guess. So
Oh, by the way, Zuko, I love you very much. You are my nephew. I'm trying to show emotion here, but the script won't let me.
Oh, look at that. It's like he's swimming in a coffin. Just like Moby Dick. Why did I bring up Moby Dick? Why, quite simple. Because Mike actually made more sense. Okay, I will give this. The show did do this as well, but the show actually gave some context as to how the heck he doesn't freeze to death. He used his firebending, apparently, but here, it doesn't look like that.
Wait, his fingers are glowing red.
Well, yeah, there, but I mean, like, well, it was like sort of throughout the swimming, you know.
This looks so silly. Burn!
And a bit early, too. Zuko snuck in during nighttime. Yet here, apparently, he does it in broad daylight.
Where people... Well, then again, this is the... Hang on, where's this again? The South Pole?
Oh, yeah, by the way,
Pole?
has anyone gone to... By the way, by the way, while
I need to know, is this the North Pole, the South
Pole? This is the
Pole?
North Pole.
So, okay, I know I shouldn't trust everything from Top Gear, but isn't it usually, even when it's late at night, it doesn't get dark at all usually, does it?
Normally it gets darker quicker, scientifically speaking.
Alright, sorry, Joe, I just had to... sorry.
Hey,
okay,
Momo, you're in this film, apparently.
Yep.
Anyway, but yes, has anyone ever...
This line. Can meditate for 4 days. Oh my god, you really needed to know that. Okay, sorry, Joe, back to you.
While I was gone, did we ever go into topic about the firebending in this movie?
I talked about it.
Oh, good. Well, here's a good point to bring it back up. Yeah, apparently the Fire Nation is awfully nerfed here. For some reason, they can only firebend with an external source.
That's what, that's what I said.
No, here's another thing, though. Now, you'd think that they would put out the torches. No, they don't. In fact, the whole city is lit up more than a Christmas tree.
And don't go saying, it's because they need to see.
In fact, it sort of makes you wonder, how the heck is the Fire Nation taken over
the moonlight?
Because, you know how in the show the Fire Nation had assimilated a lot of the Earth Kingdom? And, it makes you wonder, how the heck did they dominate so much here if they can only do it with an external source of fire? It's like, if you're an Earthbender, boom, I can basically smother out the flames. You're a waterbender. Oh look, I can actually put out your torch. You're an airbender. Whoosh, I can blow it out. Hey, Katara, maybe you want to stop the guy from making more external fire? No?
I love how repetitive this fight scene is. Oh, Okay,
God.
throw fire at you. Nope. Water shield. Oh, okay. I'll throw fire at you again. Nope.
Come
Water
on.
shield.
The way this is being set out, it's like they're going all turn-based on us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
you know
does-
what? In fact, just throw
Why
in some
does Katara
Pokemon
always
music
look
while we're
scared?
at it. Oh, no. Actually,
I like to
no.
imagine.
Actually, Pedro,
I like
Pedro,
to imagine
I have a
what's
better
going
idea.
on.
Throw in some Final Fantasy 13 music.
That too, but
And that's how
I like
Katara
to
is
imagine
taken out.
Zuko's.
By simply just throwing two
I like to-
small, slow-moving strings of fire at her. Need I bring up
I
how much
actually
more?
really like to
Need I bring up
imagine-
how much more awesome the actual fight in the show was between them? You know how Zuko only beat her
Yep.
because the sun rose, thus giving him strength.
I like to think of what exactly is going on through Zuko's mind during that fight. Like, nope, water shield, and he's like, watery bitch.
Oh, wait, I love this battle cry here. This is meant to be rousing to the troops, but yeah. So
What the hell is he doing?
that's their epic war cry. Hoot, hoot.
Yeah, I mean, screw stuff like... Wait, what the
And
heck?
every wolf
Who the-
in the universe
Why
got
does that chubby
insulted that
white
day.
guy look familiar?
Maybe he's a fan of the
he
show or
looks
something.
awfully familiar. And he sticks out like a sore thumb. I mean, I know I sound like I'm nitpicking, but seriously, Shyamalan, will you pick a freaking race these people are? Hey, who's that next to Asamondi?
Some guy.
Weird, he looks surprisingly a bit like him.
It's some random.
I wonder if
The
it's
guy.
a stunt double. Could he actually have some purpose in this movie?
What
I
do
don't
you
know,
think?
let's give him a headcanon. I'd rather focus on these guys, because they're acting more like heroes than the actual heroes.
Yeah, that's been the film, a spin-off film called
Seriously,
The Fire
the Fire
Nation.
Nation has been much more sympathetic, the Fire Lord notwithstanding. Oh yeah, and apparently they now have the powers of Drill Man from Mega Man.
Yep.
Drills on their head. Okay, seriously, why are you not putting out their fire?
Because they're stupid.
Do I need to talk slowly for them then?
You took long again.
You know, haven't you noticed that these heroes actually kind of suck?
Like I said, the Fire Nation is acting more like heroes than the actual heroes.
Yep.
In fact, Zuko's actually been more upbeat than Ong in this movie. How do you do that?
Oh my
And-
god, another one. Ugh.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
the
I
Spirit
think now I can
Dragon.
mention-
Hey Roku!
I think now I can. Can I
Yes.
mention this now?
Go ahead.
This point I wanted to bring up. Instead of having the all the Avatar spirits see Aang, here they just mash them all together into
No,
this
I don't
dragon.
even think those are the avatars. It's just the dragon telling him what to do. And yeah, apparently in this version, the avatar cannot have a family at all. Yeah, Book 3
also
of
he-
Avatar would like to have a word with you, Mr. Shyamalan.
And also, he's not allowed
Come
to
to think
harm
of it,
others.
Legend of Korra would like to have a word with you. Considering as how the Avatar having a family is the only reason there's more airbenders.
I can only imagine how the rules written in this version's notebook. Rule 1, no porking.
Rule 2, no fun whatsoever.
Rule 3, always give your talking in plot exposition.
Rule number 4, you are not allowed to actually mingle with this.
Rule number 5, eat your vegetables.
Seriously.
Rule 5, always act scared
Rule
all the
7,
time.
screw actual...
Rule 6.
Oh wait, I thought Shiroi already gave rule number 5.
Alright,
Yeah,
say again.
rule number 7, screw actual continuity, it's a dragon.
Because
Rule-
dragons are cool and are
Rule-
above continuity.
Rule 8, write out characters even though they're supposed to be important later on
Rule
in the
9.
series.
Do not take the advantage while your opponent is monologuing to sneak out of the room. Instead, just let them know that you're getting out.
Rule 10, be boring.
Yep.
Oh god, these effects are so bad.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Book of Shyamalan.
Wow, wow, that
Yep.
that really didn't look like just multicolored smoke. No, that looked like actual fire.
What, hold on. When did this turn into Revenge of the Sith?
What? Revenge of the Sith?
No. At least the climax of Revenge of the Sith had a little bit more effort into trying to be a climax.
No, I mean those things they were riding. It looked like just like that thing that Obi-Wan rode at Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. Well, then again, ILM did do the effects here.
John, look at me. I've got the Water Nation down to its knees. I'm pretty much done here.
Actually, you're getting your asses kicked.
Oh really, John? Do you really think me, Asif Mandi, could ever
You're supposed
get
to
my
be
ass kicked?
Zhao! You know, Zhao, the guy who actually told his troops to stand down when the full moon came out? Yeah, you know how in the show Zhao actually listened to reason from Iroh and that they should probably call off the attack when nightfall came because, you know, waterbenders became stronger then?
Here he's just a dick.
Oh, come on, Zuko. Surely you should be able to actually see him.
Is this something you'd see in a cut? Oh, well, now you can.
Ooh, I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! Oh, no!
Run! Paul, wow, Shyamalan actually knows how to use cuts this time.
Okay, whoever's typing, I can hear you.
Oh, sorry about that. I'll mute myself.
So, Shiroi, when...
Wait. Are we watching The Last Airbender or WWE?
So, Shiroi, what's your input for this?
I'd rather be watching now.
Oh yeah, since this is going to be a scene focusing on Katara, you want to give your input? Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, go ahead.
Still trying to figure out what's going on.
Don't bother at this point. It's just pretty much a battle scene. Now if we were watching the show...
So I know nothing, I know little to nothing about the show, so it's all very...
Hey, that's one thing.
Okay, seriously,
Jova.
Katara?
Jova, are we going to do this show at any point? I mean, luckily for me, I've got the whole series
Don't
on
worry,
DVD.
it's all accessible
so...
via internet. Sure, of course we will.
But I've got on
Well, I
DVD
understand,
anyway,
understand.
so...
I'm just saying for the others. Yes.
Yeah. Unless
Indeed
they've got...
we will be looking at the Last Airbender show.
These characters have the facial expressions of a crumpet.
You know, Shiroi, it's going to be such a treat for you when we actually get to treat you to, like, the actual show, because the show is so much better.
Seriously. I don't think Katara's actress here has shown any emotion other than scared.
And sad.
Mm.
Yes!
Okay.
Yes, sure, we can be
moving on.
friends. Never mind the fact that I'm leaving you frozen in a block of ice.
How are they going to get through all this
Seriously,
fighting?
where the heck did that line come out from? I mean, okay, I know where it's coming from, but it's in the complete wrong place. When Aang actually said we could be friends, it was after a scene where Zuko had saved him from...
Hey, it's the general! Get him!
Oh, John, you should have seen me right there. I was leading an attack on the water tribe when all of a sudden a white neighbor Totoro suddenly
Okay,
came.
what the hell is that thing?
Jova, you stole my joke.
Seriously,
What, about
seriously,
white
the
neighbor
general's standing there in
Totoro?
plain view of...
No, seriously, where did that thing come from?
And also, seriously, the general was standing
Well, he
there in
had to,
full
Pedro,
view.
you
Why
were
didn't the
muted.
water drive just find him and kill him?
Oh, right. Sorry about that.
Seriously, just kill the guy. He's right there in plain
Hey,
sight.
Zuko, you're a firebender. Want to actually break out?
No, remember, there's no fire around.
See,
yeah,
here's
he
the
is.
thing. They can apparently heat the stuff up with their hands, yet apparently they can't actually generate fire.
Consistency, what the shit is that?
Yeah, I'll be honest. Why they took the form of fish in here and the show, I don't know.
That was just spirits wanting peace, I guess.
Oh, right.
Hey, Zhao, you don't got any firebending because apparently you don't have a torch, so what you gonna do now?
John, look at this. I've caught a fish that was this big.
So what are you gonna do with it?
I'm going to eat it.
Excellent. Then you will become the new moon spirit.
Yes.
How is he planning to kill it exactly? He can't firebend without fire.
He's gonna
Where's
stab
the
it.
knife?
He's gonna pull fire out of his
I
ass.
didn't see him holding a knife the last scene.
I wouldn't be surprised from what I've
As
seen.
unless
of
they
this movie.
lazily pulled him apparently having a knife.
Unless he has matches somewhere.
Oh, he did have a knife.
Seriously, why don't these guys...
Oh, I guess he
Oh.
did have a knife. Wait.
Why don't these guys have matches on them? I mean, if your powers are that situational, shouldn't you at least
You see,
carry matches?
Shiroi. You see,
And the
Shiroi.
moons.
Shyamalan is trying to emulate the firebenders from the show. The problem is that the firebenders from the show could actually generate fire wherever and whenever they wanted to.
But that's what I mean.
Oh.
For this movie, why don't they
Oh,
carry
what the heck?
matches?
Hero's eyes all of a sudden became red. Oh yeah, and see? That's how firebending actually should be. Watch this. Watch the reaction.
So in the movie, it can only
Yes,
be
I know.
if they're
Yes.
angry?
And
Yes, in the movie...
they treat it as though
Yes,
it's a
in
big
the movie
deal.
it is apparently an utter shock that someone can firebend without external fire. And look at that! Zhao's just running away. Hey, Iro, if you could do that, wouldn't it have been too nice to been to, oh, I don't know, stop him? I mean, come on. Iro in the show had
Well,
the
no.
excuse of being on the other side of the pond before he could reach the guy, and he did threaten him, too.
Random shot of fish.
What have we become?
I hate fighting. I don't
What
wish
am I
harm
fighting
And then the
for?
sad music from
Airbenders are-
Pokemon the first movie starts playing.
Banners are not supposed to fight. Not like this. Not like this.
I'm acting. Okay,
It looks
seriously
like
though,
he's trying to look upset.
but he can't.
It's the same face he's given 90% of the movie.
I'll admit, even though I go to a drama group, I am not the best actor in the world. But even I,
I
can
have
do
the
better
acting
than this.
ability of a crumpet.
But even I can do
Hey,
better
I bet
than
we could
this.
actually put together a fanfilm production while YouTubing ourselves, even from our own rooms, and we'd be able to do something better than what they did here.
Who would I play?
You'd play Sokka, since you're the funny guy.
I want to play one of the
Fine,
villains.
fine. You can also play Mark Hamill. Yes.
The Fire Lord. Oh, okay.
Pedro could play Zuko.
No, I play Zhao.
Yes, Zuko and Zhao. You can play them both. And
Sure.
Wait.
Shiroi can be Toph, who isn't in this movie.
Wait. This line. I think this line coming up here in a bit.
By the way, I remember hearing rumors that apparently M. Night Shyamalan... Wait, why is her hair all of a sudden lighter?
This is the kind of thing.
Wait,
our-
Believe in our belief.
I don't get it.
Wonderful dialogue there,
Her
Shyamalan.
her hair darkened apparently when the moon spirit was killed, and yet now it's light again? What's going on here?
Consistent. Okay. This is.
And then they just apparently cut to her going into the pool and apparently giving her life back.
I really do like this musical piece here.
It's okay, I guess.
Remember, what's her name died for your sins. Yeah, seriously, have we even really heard her name in movie?
You just said the princess.
You know, have they ever referred to her as Princess Yue? I forget because I don't watch this movie often.
They call her the princess, but yeah.
So yeah, what's her name died for your sins. You know,
well, at least they're smart. They're attacking from behind.
Oh, look, and now her hair's dark again.
No. Oh no, I've developed such a bond to this character. I can't bear to see her dead.
Oh no.
Guys, I think she's dead. Or maybe she's alive because she was still breathing in that scene.
I am so
upset. Come on!
So
couldn't you have tried a bit better than that?
Sorry.
John!
I am so upset for Sokka right now because you could clearly tell that the chemistry between him and Yue
She was breathing in that scene. She was breathing. Her chest literally heaved. Maybe I'm nitpicking, but I saw her clearly breathe.
John, you wouldn't believe it. Somehow the moon spirit got revived.
And where in the show they actually had a climatic battle, here it's completely waylaid. Yeah. Come on, movie. Of all the cliches, you don't go with that cliche? Come on. The show actually did it, and it did it good.
At least he wants to fight.
And
what is he doing exactly?
Once again, Hiroi's here to spoil the moment. Stand alone. What does that even mean?
He's
got a whole armada with him.
Absolute.
Like every tree. What was the line again? Oh,
I don't know.
That movie. Camelot.
So instead of seeing a fond demise, this is how he meets his maker.
Reaching for the skies, I stand alone.
I actually sort of have mixed feelings about that movie that you're referring to.
John, you have to wonder, where the hell did these waterbenders come from?
Yeah, completely anticlimactic and totally child-friendly death. I mean, granted...
But John, this is totally a film for all ages.
You should have been killed by the Koizilla. We will not forgive you for that.
This just in, John. Dying is a horrible thing.
This just in, John. I'm dead.
That's it. Yeah.
They killed my favorite character.
And they did it...
Here it is. The only good part of the movie.
I don't really find what's so good about it, except for that one somersault.
No, the way the effects are used here, like this actually,
right.
the actual creative use of the water bending. This is what the whole movie should have been.
You know, like the show.
And it's done.
No, we can't have that.
Really?
Hope you enjoyed those 10 seconds. Because you're never going to see them again.
Unless we somehow, for some reason, have to redo this again.
Nah, that won't happen.
I guess if we do have to redo this, we'll have the advantage of Shiroi knowing what's more to come, so she'll be able to have a bit more witty commentary.
Okay, how much of this movie is location and how much of it is green screen?
I'm pretty sure most of the movie is green screen.
Like, so I was going to say, like, they couldn't even make the buildings look realistic.
Okay,
kind of like
seriously, of all the times
George
to have a
Lucas. George
flashback...
Lucas, George,
Actually, again, I'll defend George Lucas again. The buildings in those
Okay, and
look
all of a
better
sudden
than
we're
this.
going...
No,
Oh,
but
wait,
the
guys,
thing
I have
is-
to comment on this. Am I the only one who finds it
True,
extremely
true.
jarring that we're all of a sudden having a flashback about them apparently meditating, having fun, and all this, during an outright battle scene when he's standing right above the wall?
But sentimental reasons.
Oh yeah, and here's apparently where they were apparently all acknowledging him as the Avatar.
By the way, Avatar, you can't have a family.
Seriously, why
Because you
You're not
totally
allowed to
care
have
are
a
about
we
life.
that.
showing this scene
'Cause
now?
you totally care about...
Isn't this possibly the worst time to show it?
Because
What
you
is that guy doing with his eyes?
trying to act.
Is this kid never crying? There's like one scene where he smiled, I think.
Wait a minute, he's crying? I can't even see the tears, what the hell?
Wait, where's the
Again,
big
guys.
giant monster?
Again, guys, like I said, this is the Noah face. The face he makes, where he looks like he's about to burst in tears, but he never actually does it.
Where's the big giant monster that he takes the form of?
In the show.
Actually, if I'm
In the
totally honest, if I'm totally honest, I kind of thought the giant water monster was kind of, I don't know, cheesy.
Yes,
I
it
don't
was
know what-
cheesy,
I
but it
didn't like it. I thought
actually
it was.
worked too.
It kind of came out of nowhere, to be honest. I
Yeah,
mean,
It was,
And
but
yet,
it was also symbolic
this-
as well.
but
It was
giant-
symbolic of Aang actually finding a way to use his avatar spirit in conjunction with a really pissed off water spirit.
but here he just lifts a bunch of
Yeah, I
water in
know.
the air.
And let's be
Right,
fair,
yeah.
Pedro, as corny as it was, it actually made sense in the sense that, the Avatar is supposed to be the bridge between spirits and man, so it made sense how Aang was able to team up with
I
the ocean
guess.
spirit.
Run, guys, run! No, wait, we can't.
Well, I guess he won't kill as many as he did in the show.
Yeah, but I think... Yeah, but,
Oh, yeah, that's
But
right.
those two people trying to...
Oh wait, that's right! I recall early in this movie they said also that the Avatar cannot kill anyone.
But yet, those two people there that got swept away by the wave. Yeah, they surely survived.
Seriously! What the heck? Why are they limiting the Avatar so much in this movie? The Avatar can't have family, the Avatar apparently can't kill anyone. Yeah, that's really going to become quite a bitch in hindsight when you have to deal with Book 3. You know, the one that goes into the whole
Because
conflict
Shyamalan-
of the Avatar killing the Fire Lord. Sorry if I'm spoiling.
Again, I haven't seen season 3 yet, so...
Okay. Well, we pretty much saw it coming, but yeah, I'm not really going to spoil too much. But yeah, there is sort of a conflict about whether or not killing is right. I'm just... What I'm...
I'll
Yeah,
get there, don't worry.
yes.
I'll get
So
there,
yeah,
don't worry.
guys, what do you think of that?
That was shit. Well, there's still a bit more left to this film.
I remember everyone booed in the theater I was at when this came up because everyone was talking and
Are you
Yes.
serious? They actually booed.
well, it's like this. A lot of people were actually expecting it. It was either fans or people who heard about what happened at the climax of Book 1. Let's just say what happened at the climax of Book 1 was a heck of a lot more awesome than what happened here.
with all the chemistry of bread.
Oh look, there's Fire
No,
Nation.
no, bread and butter have more
Oh
chemistry
look, there's
than
Fire
this.
Nation soldiers apparently saluting the Avatar. Okay, what the heck?
Why? Isn't he your mortal enemy?
Pedro, do you have an answer for this?
That'd be like if the Jedi suddenly started supporting Palpatine.
Oh wait! I love this.
Didn't
particular,
one of the Jedi
it's coming
technically
up.
support Palpatine?
Yeah, I know. I meant like all the Jedi.
I love the face that Noah makes.
Seriously?
when he's
Wait,
when he
Zuko?
bows.
Is that you? I thought you were on a rowboat. Why the heck is
Just
Zuko bowing to
shit
him?
all-
Shouldn't Zuko be still hunting him
Shyamalan is
down?
It's just Shyamalan shitting all
Wow.
over us.
Or shitting all over the
So,
source
Fire
material.
Nation, Zuko, Zuko, the guy who's supposed to be hunting him down, is bowing to him just right there and then.
I'm sorry, Avatar, for trying to kill you. I'll bow to you.
Hey, yeah, you know how actually his friends tried to treat
Here
him?
it is. Hold on. I really love this face that he's gonna make now. As soon as he lifts his head.
Hell, it's like a cry. It's like a cry for help. Help me.
He just realized that this is gonna be the only movie on his resume.
My
Well,
career's over.
well, that and
Oh no, wait,
Cowboys and Aliens.
Here's
Oh yeah, because
Oh,
that
God.
His
was...
sequel,
no.
wait, the sequel that never comes.
That was a good movie.
No, there's still this bit for a
Yeah,
sequel that will
Shyamalan
never come.
manages to screw up another character in the last few seconds. Oh yeah, so that's right. Apparently the comet, instead of, making them more ultra super duper powerful, is going to give them the mere ability of firebending without a source. It's not like someone else can already do that.
Yeah, but he's turned against them at this point, hasn't he?
It's not really special. Seriously, at this point, Ero could pretty much take out the Fire Lord, it seems.
Alright. Okay. Oh boy.
You do not sound
You
like
can't
Grey
be
Delisle. Grey
Great
Delisle.
Delisle. And also, you can't act menacing at all.
And there's the problem with the movie right
Ah,
there.
thank God
trying
it's
to
over.
make it suspenseful, but it's not.
I'll assume I can come off the video now.
I guess we still have the credits to commentate on, and oh my god, we have 10 minutes of credits!
I'm not sitting through 10 minutes of credits. Can I
Dude,
come off the video now?
no, you came
Yes.
up with this film commentary. We're going to see this to the end.
I believe Pedro said it's your fault.
Dude, Dwibs was the one who capulated on it.
Well, so considering it was your idea to begin with, you sit
Oh
for the
no,
credits.
you guys
we'll go
don't.
find
You're
something
part
else
of the
to
group here.
Okay, guys. Okay, final thoughts on the film. Let's start with
Well,
Joe.
my final thoughts on this film. It was heartbreaking. Utterly, completely heartbreaking and awful. Scenes don't make sense. There's changes that are needless.
Ugh.
It's constant.
God.
It's boring. It messes with the scenes. And hey, the only good thing I'm thinking about this is that I'll at least get to show Shiroi something much better after this, and it'll be a step up.
Pedro, your turn.
Well, first my objective criticism. Everything about this is one of those movies where nothing works. The special effects suck. The direction sucks. The writing sucks. The acting sucks. Like, there's not well, the score is decent. I'll give it that. But aside from the score, every single thing in this movie is a failure. But then again, it's M. Night Shyamalan, so I was kind of used to that by the point I saw this movie. However, on a more personal note, I kind of enjoyed this movie because of a lot of those Shyamalan-esque, hilariously bad moments.
Shiroi?
Well, for someone who has never seen this movie, I mean, I was aware of the franchise, but I'd never seen this until today. And I was told by everyone else here that it was a really bad movie. But I didn't expect it to be as bad as it is. I was expecting something a little bit better with, half-decent acting. I was kind of expecting just really bad direction and a bad
seriously,
script, but I wasn't expecting the whole thing to be a massive
tell me about it.
crapfest.
I mean, come on. I mean, and I must stress, with a source material like Avatar: The Last Airbender, how can you get so much this bad? I mean,
Exactly. I mean, from what you guys were saying, this is all in the TV show. Why couldn't they take that and mirror that? Like, why?
Yeah,
Okay, can I get my...
The answer to your question, Jova, hold on, Dwibs. The answer to your question, Jova, is M. Night Shyamalan, because M. Night Shyamalan is a legend in the way that he has this power where he can make... Every time he makes a movie, it's always worse than the last. And he's going to keep trying until he...
Until he goes beyond the 0 rating of Rotten Tomatoes?
Yes, he's gonna keep going until the critics have no choice but to break the scale and give his movie a negative rating.
Okay, okay, can I
Sure.
get my thoughts now?
Yes.
Okay, now, as I said a few times before, I saw this film last year on Netflix with no knowledge of the show other than I know what it was kind of about. This film is a gigantic, enormous pile of shit. It's one of the worst films I have ever seen.
Everything about it isn't natural.
What? Okay, there's the only things I can say that I legitimately enjoyed that weren't unintentionally hilarious were the performances of Dev Patel, Sean Taub, and Asif Mandi and James Newton Howard's score. But other than that, everything else sucks. The effects are mediocre at best or bad at worst. The acting is atrocious. The writing is an absolute mess. There's I'm
Keep
sorry, I
going,
can't
dudes,
think of
keep
anything
going,
else. What
dudes.
else
There's
needs
just
to be
4 more
said?
minutes.
I wouldn't call the writing a mess per se. I would call it
It's crap.
unnatural. That's the word I
The
would
dialogue
go
is
Oh, look at
so
that, the Skywalker
freaking...
sound. A
it's-
Lucasfilm. A
Repeat-
Lucasfilm. A
sorry,
Lucasfilm
I-
was involved
sorry.
in this.
Sorry,
Did you see that on the
sorry, I haven't
credits?
finished it. The dialogue... Yeah, I know. The dialogue is so bad, it actually makes George Lucas's dialogue seem like Shakespeare in comparison. I'm not joking. And, okay, what other problems is there? Guys, throw me a bone here, quickly.
Skywalker sound, apparently Lucasfilm is involved. How that's not a problem, I fail to realize.
No. Lucasfilm on a technical level can at least do some good stuff. But here, it's like they just half-assed everything.
Seriously, Lucasfilm, what happened to you? You go from the grand scale of Star Wars to this tripe?
Well, they're owned by Disney now, so...
Well, this
Yeah.
was before they were
But,
owned by Disney.
Like I said before, in the middle of the film, the big part of the writing is not that it's messy. It's just that every single line of dialogue is exposition. There's no soul to this. Like, this movie has
See,
no
here's the-
pulse, no blood running
Yeah,
through its
this
veins.
movie is pretty much made with the
Or in all
assumption
this
that
film
you've
sucks.
seen the show and have pretty much studied the show to death, which, lucky for them, I had, but
But you
even
can't-
still, a lot...
You can't do it like
Exactly.
that. You can't just assume people saw stuff. That's the problem. That's one big problem I've got with Iron Man 2. You know the scene where he's talking with Nick Fury?
I never really... Oh,
Well-
yeah, that one.
They don't even introduce him by name. They just assume, oh, you've seen the ending for Iron Man 1. Here he is. We aren't going to give you his name or anything.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to admit, I never really saw the ending with him in Iron Man 1 at all, I'll have to admit. But I sort of did see it coming, seeing as how I did read Ultimate Comics. And it's funny, Samuel Jackson apparently only let Marvel use his likeness in the comics on the condition that they let him actually play Nick Fury in the movies.
Oh, another thing this film has in common with Iron Man 2. Same year. Same year. So yeah, 2010 was like this big, massive year of
Oh,
disappointment.
weird. You're right.
Well,
again, Iron Man-
that's true actually. I can attest to that. Yes, it's true. 2010.
What else came out in
that-
2010?
Okay,
Well, let's see, it wasn't too bad for the video
2000
games, at least.
2010 started out. The first half was really. It wasn't until Toy Story 3 that 2010 started looking
Toy
up.
Story
Then
3.
Inception came out.
Wait, Toy Story 3, that was 2009.
no,
No, I
2010.
could have sworn
2010.
Toy Story 3 came out in 2009.
2000,
No, it was 2010.
2009
I could have
was up.
sworn I have something... I could have sworn Toy Story 3 came out 2009. Let me see.
Nope. That was up.
No, Toy Story 3 didn't come out in
Oh,
2009.
maybe I have that mixed up with something else.
Up.
Okay, any other good film that came out in 2010?
Inception. I thought 4 was okay.
4 was 2011.
Oh.
So yeah, 2010 already a pretty disappointing year
Oh,
as it was. Has this film?
Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim
Never
versus
saw
the
that
World.
film. I heard it was good.
freaking.
No one did,
It's freaking awesome. I
Oh,
love
the
that movie
movie's
so much.
over.
but no one saw.
Yay!
So yeah, okay, audience, if you ever plan on watching this film, watch the friggin' show instead. Yeah, it's longer, but it's
Then
much more
again,
entertaining.
Dwibs, they'll have to
Dwibs.
watch the movie at this point, considering as how that's what we were commentating on.
Well, just pretend. Wipe
It's
it
simple.
from your
They'll have
memory
had
if you
us
can.
to
Just
help get
watch
them through this.
Trust me, the show is not this bad. Okay, the show does have a couple of bad episodes, but they're
Alright,
nowhere near as
guys.
bad as this.
Alright guys, I'm tired. Can we end
Yes.
this?
On to another
Yes.
commentary later.
Goodbye.
For
We'll see
to
you for-
boldly
we'll see you
to
for a much
boldly
better
go
film.
where no other commentator group has gone before. Yada yada yada.